Good evening, everyone. Hello, Black Rose.
Okay, so anyone who wants to interact with us, you can drop your message in the comment box. We'll be reading the comments from there and we'll be answering your questions now. Anyone who wants to interact with us,
Hey, hey, hey. I see so many haze. Okay, so we'll be waiting for a few more minutes to rest of the people to join and then we'll start. Meanwhile, you guys can tell like how is your college? Like how is everything in your first year? Are you liking it or not? The bittersweet ecstasy. Good evening. I think we should wait for 45 and 50 viewers and then we'll start, or should we start now?
no, I think we are doing this because the issue is we could not reach as many students as we wanted to in when we did it physically. That's why I think we should wait till 50 students join because 42 are watching right now. Just a few more and then we'll be starting. That would be better.
Sure, sure. Hello, Tech
Okay,
Electron.
Tech
Okay.
Electron. You're from EC. Okay, okay, okay. You can answer that.
No, Summer, you go ahead.
Okay, okay. See, Tech Electron, you are from EC. You can join GDSC just by being our Discord member, and then we will be providing you with a link from which you can join our particular community on Google Communities, website, and then you are an official member of GDSC. As for core member, it's a little longer discussion. We'll be having a specific discussion for that later on. And
Yeah,
Vikrant's net pack is over. I think you can get an 11 rupees 1 GB pack. We won't be taking that long. We would just be consuming about 2 to 300 megabytes of your internet, and that too if we go out to our best. So, if you want to enjoy this, you can obviously get an add on pack.
yeah. And one more thing, if you guys have any queries, keep it for the last. At the end, we'll be having an FAQ session. Like you can ask any question you want.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Tripti. Hello, Rishika. Hello, Utsya. Good evening, Abhishek Parmanik. हेलो राधिका रानी. हेलो संगीता. पढ़ाई बहुत कम होता है यहाँ. अच्छा. Actually they are not going to make you study, you have to study yourself. So
That's one
okay.
more.
Good evening, Safia. Hello, Satyam. Okay, I think there
Okay.
are enough people, we can start.
Yeah, yeah. So good evening, everyone. So let's start. Next slide, please. Okay. So before moving forward with the session, let me tell you a few ground rules for the smooth continuation of the session. So to gain as much as knowledge you can. First one is use chat box for any queries, but again, don't spam, okay? And I know you all must be having a lot of queries after this session. So again, you can use chat box at the end during the FAQ session, as I mentioned. And see, since everything is online, we might have issues, okay? So if you see any audio and video issues, please comment and let us know. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so moving on to the table of content, basically what we'll be covering in today's session. At first, we'll briefly describe the Google Developer Student Clubs, how they work, and the agenda. And then We'll tell you about the events that will be conducted throughout the year and the achievements. And then we'll move on to the technical domain where we'll cover the implementation, roadmap, and resources of the respective domains. So basically, if you're new to the tech world, I know you all, like most of you are, since you all are in first year and not sure like what to do, how to do, and what to follow exactly. Stay with us. We'll let you know all those things. Next slide. So, how GDSC works? So, basically, Google Developer Student Clubs is a community for college and university students interested in Google technologies. So, can anyone tell me like a few Google technologies in the comment box? There are many. Anything you can do. There's this Firebase that mostly people use, Android people, and then GCP, yeah, so many are there. Google Drive, yes. Okay, okay. So moving on, Golang, Google Cloud, Google Cloud. A lot of students are applying Google Cloud probably because of 30 days of Google Cloud. Anyway, so moving on, GDSC helps students to grow their knowledge in a peer-to-peer learning environment with workshops and events. Like this is one of the events, and throughout the year we'll be having more events. So yes, this is what we do, and we bring innovative ways to collaborate and connect with like-minded people and share learnings. So see, we organize a lot of events. You will meet a new people, and then you will make a community of your own, and then you will take part in hackathons and any competition. So basically, you will meet new people here. And again, we'll be organizing various events. The many challenges will be there. You will get a chance to win Google goodies. Okay, so you guys have come now. So, like in the month of October, we had 30 days of Google Cloud, and many students registered, and they were successfully eligible for Google goodies, and probably they will be receiving their goodies by the end of this year, or probably in January. Now moving on, GDSC helps. So I think here everyone present here will agree with the point that in most of the colleges, the pattern is theory centric. Like I'm not denying that you guys do not know how this works, how to deploy a thing, what to do. But when it comes to practical, now, like really, less people are confident. So here we are to help you out, bridge the gap between theory and practical. And next slide. Yeah. So we have three, profound motto, that is connect, learn, and grow. So one of the most prominent goal is to connect. As I mentioned, that if you will come and in those events, you will meet a lot of people and you will connect again. And then since we'll be organizing events, uh, I will tell you there's a big surprise for you in the coming slides, that we'll be organizing an event. So see, there will be plethora of events that we'll be organizing. So if you will take part in those events, then definitely you will learn. And obviously, learning and growing goes hand in hand. So you will definitely grow. Next slide, please. Okay, I think most of the first years must be knowing Mona Lisa, ma'am. Like, let me know in the comment box if you guys know her. Okay, students are not replying. I don't know. I think there's a lag, probably. Okay, no, no, like people are saying yes, yes, and then no, no. Okay, so she was there during the induction program, so I guessed you all must be knowing her. Okay, anyway, so our faculty advisor in Mona Lisa is Mona Lisa ma'am. She's also a faculty of CSE department. If you don't know, let me tell you. She couldn't join us because she's busy, but she has been giving constant support to GDSC since the last year. That was we had like two iteration. This is the second iteration. Let me tell you. So last year also she was there with us throughout, and then this year also. If we face any issue inside college or outside college, she's there to help us. And now I request Amisha to take over the audience and throw some light on our remarkable achievement and tell us about tell all of us about the events.
Hello everyone. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
Good
yes, you
evening
are.
everyone.
Yes,
Okay.
you can continue.
Okay, so I'm Amisha Kirti. I'm the project lead in this GDSC 2021 iteration. I'll be letting you know about the achievements that we have had till now. So these are basically the last year's achievement. The very first picture that you see is of Yashraj Jain Bhaiya. He is currently in fourth year. There was a hackathon called DSC Wow. No, DSC Wow conducted a hackathon called Code of Duty, and he won in the Mysuru track the second prize. And the next picture that you'll see is the team with which he has won. The team was called Error 404, and they won the second position. And not just that, we have another team, Team Error 404, and they took part in a hackathon organized by PES University. And we have Samar Chandra here, the participant. He will explain you more about what they did in the hackathon.
Okay, so how many of you know what a hackathon is? I think most of you would know what a hackathon is. What happens is that there is a problem statement there, and you have to actually just solve that problem set. Okay, so our problem set, we decided to do something to ease a problem in case of medical sector. And by the time we had this hackathon, the medical sector was, it was troubled with, the the COVID virus. So what we did that we found out that many people who have smartphones in their hands, they had to go from pillar to post to find out all the data which they needed to, just to keep an eye on this disease, that how close they have come to their family and themselves. So what we did that we took all we took all these we handpicked all these information sources from the internet, and then clumped them together into a website. So that website used to take in your so it took important parts of various different kind of things and clumped them together. It had a very fine level of district wise distribution of COVID data, which was updated on every 6 hours. Everywhere you go, almost everywhere you go, you get only up till country or till state, but ours provided district level data. And another part of it was, it you did not have to choose your own state. It just shows your state based on the location you accessed our site from. And then it also had a talking it also had a talking back chatbot which would take in uh, your symptoms and then say what kind of risk you are in, assessing the symptoms you have paid inside. And then you can also you could also buy gloves and masks and other sanitization items from our website. So that was what we made, and that landed us the prize in the hackathon organized by DSC PES University. So yes, that is what you are going to be a part of this year through this GDSC iteration, as there are going to be more in domestic and inter-college hackathons which you are going to be part of. And no, the problem solved was not within 24 hours. We had 48 hours tech electron. Okay, we can move further with the presentation now.
Yeah, and I also see someone asking about, I don't know about hackathon. So hackathons are basically a time bound competition. There are various kind of hackathons, and they have every hackathon has different kinds, different time periods. Some have 24 hours, some have 48 hours, and like this one, Code of Duty hackathon had 48 hours, and it is also going to take place this year as well. So be ready to take part in it moving forward. And another team from our college, 2-bit, won in the AR/VR track. They also created a project in the augmented reality and virtual reality. And Nabaratan Patra was the participant from our college, and the other two people that you see, they are not from our college, but still, hackathons have this characteristic about them that they allow you to create networks and collaborate with other people. Not just your talent, but other talents are also combined, and together you can win. That is what hackathon is about. Next is another hackathon that we participated, I, Rukaiya Khan, and Tapaswini Tripathi, in Tech Hacks 2.0, and we created a project, Educatverse. And our project was, we basically wanted students like us to have a platform to practice for their career, like to have roadmaps. When people freshers like you, they come, they don't have idea like how they want to proceed, how to proceed in any domain. So we provided, our website provided the roadmaps. We also had a section in which you can practice interviews, and also where recent updates about all internships and can be viewed. And the next picture that you see is about DevFest 2021. It took place in October, and Rukaiya Khan won in web track. Aman Irshad Bhaiya, he was the previous GDSC lead. He won in mobile track, and I won in the cloud track. So moving further, you must have heard about 30 days of Google Cloud, right? Let me know into the comment section. Did you participate this year? Because I am expecting the audience from first year mostly, so you might not have, but still, I see yes coming. Yeah, it's great. So this 30 days of Google Cloud, this happened for the very first time in our college because of GDSC. And we, Aman Ishad Bhaiya was the facilitator as well. He introduced us to this program, GCP platform. This program is a very valuable opportunity, not to just know about cloud, but you also get a lot of swags. So we had 30 days to complete the tracks. There were two tracks, and there were 11 quests in which you make a quick labs profile, and the badges for those quests are visible there. You can show that on your resume, and the experience that you get on GCP platform is very valuable, because nowadays we don't have storage. We need to share storage, we need to share data, and that's why cloud is very crucial. And mostly companies are shifting towards cloud so that they can share data, and that's why this cloud is coming up more nowadays, and GCP program provides an aid to that. So now we are moving to the past events. 30 days of Google Cloud was our, I guess, the most successful event in GDSC 2020. Other than that, we also had Hacktoberfest 2020. So tell me, audience, do you know about Hacktoberfest? I see Vikrant saying Googled it right now. Okay, that's good. Hacktoberfest. So yeah, I see people are not aware about it. So Hacktoberfest, basically it is an open source contribution event in which we all must be aware about GitHub. If you are not, then you must, because you are CSE students, or not just CSE, any project in software, you must know about version control. Version control is something that if you create a project and then you make changes in it, then you need something where you can store those changes. Like if you want to roll back to previous change, you need a version control, and that is what Git and GitHub is about. And Hacktoberfest, to create more awareness about that, to make people more aware about Git and GitHub, it conducts an event that is for open source. And Git is mostly open source. Open source means that people can access your code from anywhere in this world. GitHub is global, and if you make your code public, people can access it. They can add more features, they can make more changes, they can modify it, and that is what open source is about. So to aid that and to help people get more aware about open source, it conducts an event in October. The whole month, people have a whole month, and the repositories are marked as, they are labeled as Hacktoberfest. And the repositories which are labeled as, we make pull requests on that. Like if we want to suggest a change, or we want to modify, we want to add a feature, we can make pull requests on the repositories, and if they get merged, they are counted on Hacktoberfest. This we basically have 4 pull requests over the month, and you can make pull requests, and people make multiple pull requests because not all of them get merged, and you need to get full pull request merged to be eligible and to complete this event. Swags are given, so that is an extra benefit for this. Next, we conducted Android study jams in the year 2020. This was for Android enthusiasts. And next, DSC Wow was the hackathon. This logo that you see is the DSC Wow Code of Duty hackathon. Then we conducted an info session, hack for fun event. This was an event for cybersecurity. This was a week-long event, and it was a grand success. Cybersecurity, people are not very much aware about it, but this made everyone, all of them, aware about it, and they all participated. There was a lot of events like quiz, Instagram post, and people also submitted their tasks that they were taught in the event. And there was a important of community event in which people got to know more about it. Like events, communities like GDSCs provide more knowledge, practical knowledge. So to aid that, we made this event. So this is the
Developer Student Clubs train thousands of student developers globally and work with their communities to solve real-life problems. Google selects amazing students from across the globe once a year to be a Developer Student Club lead.
A DSC is a university-based community of group of students who are interested in developing technologies.
So, hi everyone, this is Snata Gayan, a third year student and the head of design at DSC CVRGU.
Everyone, welcome to Hands on Cloud, a cloud study jam session for 30 days of Google Cloud program.
Pritesh Kumar Sinha, the Android facilitator from DSC CVRGU, and I welcome you all to the info session of Android Study Jam.
Hello everyone, my name is Siddhant Agarwal and I work with Developer Relations with Steven.
Is already here, and he will just he will just demonstrate you on this topic on Android forensics. And so that's all I want to tell you for now, and over to you, sir. The stage is all yours.
So guys, this was the glimpse of all the events that I mentioned and also the other events that took place in our GDSC. So moving further, sorry for the glitch. We know there are technical issues. So let's move further. So these are the recent events that have been conducted till now. Info session, because this community was started in second iteration of 2021 started in August. So we conducted an info session right then to make people know about us, about how the community works. And next there was an event for investment for students, how students can help in monetizing and other swags and like that. Next was 30 days of Google Cloud that ended right last month. So this was also a great success. Hacktoberfest, like previous year, this also took place in October. And Aman Nishad Bhaiya was the guest speaker on our session for Git and GitHub. GDSC CVRGU and GDSC VSSUT collaborated for this event. So this year, 30 days of Google Cloud had 450 plus enrollments, and that's actually a great number because we had only 50,000 enrollments, and there was so much traffic, and only there were 8 hours to make the registration successful, and we had 450 plus enrollments. That was a great number. And there were students, 140 plus students completed at least one or more tracks, and 200 plus students have become eligible for goodies. So moving further, what are the domain events that are going to be conducted? First of all, we are going to conduct Wonder with Web for web development domain. So let me know, audience, how many of you are interested in web development? Because this event is going to come very soon. I expect all of you to take part in it because this is the domain that people mostly begin with. And yeah, you all must participate in this. I guess in November, by the November end, you will get to know about this event. And next, there will be ACE Android for Android development. Have you guys decided your domains? If not, you must begin with web. And then if you want to switch to other domains, then you must try others as well. So we have events for others also. This CTF is Capture the Flag for cybersecurity. And then we'll have ML Fiesta for machine learning and Code Compile Compete for competitive coding. So for a while, you can let us know which domain are you interested the most. Okay, SKS Gamer for Android development. Afia, CTF means capture the flag. It's an event for cybersecurity. Yeah, CPs, competitive programming. Great, great. So let's move further. So apart from those events of the domains, we also have other events like career counseling. Hacktoberfest has already passed, and there is Google Solution Challenge, and there are other Google events. So let me tell you about Google Solution Challenge. It is another annual event or hackathon that is conducted by Google, and mostly the problem statements are 17 UN development goals, and there are 50 teams that are selected after round 1 and 10 teams after round 2, and finally there are 3 winners. Last year a team from India, team hack inversion, won the second prize. So all of you must go for it, because people mostly are beginners, but the projects that they create, that can help them till the in all of their career. So let's move further.
Sorry to interrupt, Amisha. Let me tell you all, not just that in solution challenge, only the students where from the college where GDSC is there, only they can participate. So it's a win-win solution situation for you all, because in your college GDSC is there. Okay,
Yeah.
you may take on.
Okay. So now we'll be telling you about all the domains. So the respective speakers from the domains will tell you about how you are going to proceed with it. So first I call the member from web development domain.
Hello everyone. Just let me know if I'm audible to you all.
Yes,
Yes,
Anubhav,
go
you're audible. Do you have another
Okay.
speaker with you?
No, I think I'm the only one. The only speaker. Okay, so let
Okay,
me
so you
start.
can continue.
My name is Anubhav Ranjan. I'm the web development lead here at Google Developer Student Club, CVRGU Global University. And first, let me introduce you to the web development domain. So web development domain is like all about building and maintaining websites on the internet. So this is done by using a variety of coding languages, frameworks to perform a particular task. So web development is basically one of the fastest growing domains in the field of the computer science. Also, you will be able to create responsive websites with amazing user interface and user experience, get knowledge about managing database behind the scenes, and respond to user demand. This will also help you to get internship and work on exciting projects, personal group projects. So the average salary of a web developer is 3 to 4 lakhs per annum, with bigger companies like Amazon even hiring at 14 to 18 lakhs per annum for freshers. So let us go to the next slide. Now, there are many resources available on the internet, and the most important question that arises on students is that how do I start? And so just let me clear all those doubts. So web development is not just about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Web development comprises of two basic subdomains, which are front-end web development and back-end web development. So for front-end web development, it is the fundamental things to learn are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It helps you to structure your website. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It helps you to style your website. And JavaScript helps you to create functionality in the website. Also, to make your website a better or to give your website a better look and make things easier for you to code, you can also learn Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is basically it contains predefined classes which you can use to design the style components in your website. So moving forward, you can learn j no, move to the previous slide, please. Okay. So you can also learn jQuery. jQuery is a JavaScript library. DOM. DOM stands for Document Object Model. So it basically is a logical structure. It defines the logical structure of the documents in the website. Then there is a JSON. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. So JSON is basically a text-based format. So then after that, you get a chance to choose which framework you want to go with. So there are basically three JavaScript framework for web development. They are React.js, Angular.js, and Vue.js. So React.js is maintained by Meta, which was formerly Facebook. Angular.js is maintained by Google, and Vue is an open source project. After this, we are done with the front end development. Then we move forward to the back end development. For back end development, we have another three options. They are Python with Django, Java with the Spring Framework, and Node.js with Express.js. After that, we have databases. So database, there are three options to so there are SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. PHP. PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor, and MongoDB. So these maintain the database for your website. And once we are done with these, you are a full stack web developer. So web development is basically of there are two stacks, MERN stack and mean stack. The only difference between both the stacks is whether you are going with React.js framework or you are going with Angular framework. So once you are done, you are either a MERN stack web developer or a mean stack web developer. So let's go to the next slide. Now, since we have talked about the roadmap, now let me give you information about the resources which you can go through. So there are basically two types of resources. You can get free resources and also paid resources. So for free resources, you can refer to YouTube, where you can get good structured courses on web development. uh, Also, you can go through the documentations of all the all the stacks, all the technology which I've talked about before. So you can go through the documentations. Also, you can go to Udemy. So there are free courses on Udemy as well. You can learn web development from there. And then there are paid resources which are Udacity, Geeks for Geeks, and Coding Ninjas. So these are also since these are structured courses, so they help you better. And uh, and so yeah, that's all. Let me see what the questions. So someone is asking what's mean and MERN stack developer. So mean stack basically stands for MongoDB, Express.js, Angular, and Node. And MERN stack stands for MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. The only difference between mean and MERN stack is whether you are choosing Angular or React as a framework for web development. So someone is that asking, saying that I have certain resources. So just complete all the resources. People buy resources, but they then just leave them and don't complete it. Just complete it, and I assure you, once you complete web development, all other domains are very easier for you to explore. Uh, if there are any more questions, just write in the chat box. Someone is asking, can we borrow it for sometimes? Yeah, if you have that good friends, you can borrow it. I think it's done.
Hello everyone. Yeah, so myself Subhajit Sahana, cybersecurity lead of GDSC CGU. I will introduce you to the cybersecurity domain. Cybersecurity is the state of or process of protecting and recovering computer systems, network devices, and programs from any type of cyber attack. Cyber attacks are an increasingly sophisticated and evolving danger to your sensitive data as attackers employ new methods powered by social engineering and AI to circumvent traditional data security controls. It protects sensitive data, personally identifiable information, governmental or industry information systems, and many more from theft and damage. To help you understand the importance of cybersecurity, we have compiled some implementations of cybersecurity you may not be aware of. So let's see what are those. As a security analyst, you will have to do regular code security assessment for vulnerability identification at an early stage of development lifecycle so that they can be fixed before they are discovered and exploited by hackers. Cybersecurity researchers are responsible for security and threat management. Hence, there is an ample scope of jobs as an information security analyst, ethical hacker, penetration tester, etc. The average salary of cybersecurity fresher is around 7 to 8 LPA, and that can vary in range of 5 LPA to 40 LPA. Companies like IBM, McAfee, FireEye, etc. pays highest salary in this domain. Moving on to the next slide, uh, we will see how to get started in this domain. You should be knowing some basics of networking and programming. However, you have to develop the ability to successfully identify and exploit any security loophole. You should know what different web protocols does in a what different web protocols are used in a web app and how different servers interact with client in order to secure them. Knowing a little bit of cryptography also helps in day-to-day tasks of a cybersecurity researcher. Knowing bash scripting or automation helps you work smarter rather than harder. I think learning a bit of Bash, Python, and Golang helps in it. After the basics, you can start network pen testing by practicing hacking on your local virtual machines. You should also have some little knowledge of virtualization to understand how virtual machine works. Try solving beginner level labs on TryHackMe. Try completing the free labs on Pentester Labs. And for getting better in web security, try Portswigger's Web Security Academy. Then start solving boxes on Hack the Box. Another way to test your skill is CTF. CTFs are capture the flag challenges where you have to solve several challenges in order to get the flag. We have some exciting events lined up for CTFs, so stay tuned. After having the confidence in these, move forward to other domains of your interest that is like web, IoT, SOC, forensics, threat intelligence, cloud security, ICS, compliance, and many more. There are many more to explore. Let's go to the next slide. Now, here are some resources that we have compiled to make you learn cybersecurity. You can refer to Network Chuck's channel on YouTube to learn networking basics. For programming knowledge channel on YouTube is my favorite, but you can go for any other channel that suits you. Refer to Bit and Text channel on YouTube for web protocols. And for cryptography, you can check Computer Files YouTube channel. They have some really good resources. For Linux, you can get your own Linux system either via VM, dual boot, or WSL and start playing around with the Linux terminal. For learning Linux basics, refer to Edureka, FreeCodeCamp, and Network Chuck's YouTube channel. The best person, in my opinion, you can find out there for learning CTF is John Hammond. My second choice is live overflows explanation, and third is pawn function. This is just a glimpse of available resources out there. Stay tuned for our future events wherein we will be sending you the list of compiled resources that we will be preparing for you. So thanks a lot for your attention. Now I would like to call Chinmaya to take you all in the domain of Android development.
Hi everyone, I am Chinmaya Patra. I am excited to take you through the next part of presentation to talk about Android development. What is Android development? Android software development is the process by which applications are created for devices running on Android operating system. Nowadays, our day start with app like WhatsApp, Instagram, and ends with app like Alarm. We use average of 6 to 9 mobile apps per day. Now comes for implementation. As a Android developer, you can create, manage, and deploy apps in App Store and Play Store. You can get knowledge about how to manage database, working on project for your CV and resume. You can get good internship, freelancing, startup opportunity. The average salary is 4.5 LPA and opportunity at big companies not less than 10 to 18 LPA. Now go for the next slide. Now the biggest question that every beginner asks, what is the roadmap for Android development and how do I start? Basically, Android development is divided into two types. First one is native mobile development. For native mobile app development, you can learn Kotlin or Java or C++. Java was the first official language for Android development, but now it was replaced by Kotlin in 2019 by Google. Java is the most supported language. It has a great online community for support. If you facing an error in Java, you can easily get the solution. However, it may be little bit complex with beginners who would perform something easier to start, so they can start with Kotlin. Next, we have also cross-platform mobile development. It allows your app to run on multiple operating systems having only single code base. By using cross-platform development, you can develop your app for both Android and iOS having only one code base. Some well-known cross-platform frameworks for Android development are Flutter, React Native, Icon. Flutter uses Dart language. Some front-end technologies such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Angular used by Ionic. Some big companies like Facebook, Instagram uses React Native. Flutter is used in Google Apps, Alibaba. Flutter and React Native used for deploying web application also. Then next thing you require an IDE. You can choose Android Studio, Eclipse, Xcode, Microsoft Visual Studio. Next thing is backend. For backend, you can choose online database like Firebase provided by Google. It is very simple to use and provide many facility. Here you can get real-time database, cloud storage, and functionality for machine learning. It is also used for web development. You can explore Firebase by searching Firebase in Google. Now you can learn a backend scripting language like PHP, Node.js, Java, PHP, and then go for SQL or MongoDB database. Next slide. Then we go for next slide. For free resources, you can go for YouTube videos, visit official documentation page. Also, you can visit Android Authority and tutorials on websites. Also you can take some paid course on Udemy, Coursera, Udacity, and Code Academy. Be a complete Android developer takes time. As a beginner, first try to make a simple apps which will covers different factors of Android development. And as we know, Android community is so large. If you stuck anywhere with any error, you can search and easily get a solution. Make some personal project, do some internships. In short, all the methods are nothing but connecting the dots of your Android journey. Thank you. Next time, invite Shashank Mandal for ML domain.
So, hello everyone. This is Shashank Mandal, Machine Learning Co-Lead. I'm here to represent our domain Machine Learning. You must have heard about artificial intelligence or AI. So, machine learning is a subset of AI. If we go with the definition, then machine learning is a field of study that gives computer the capability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Now, talking about the application of machine learning, you must have seen that when you search for a product on shopping websites like Amazon, Flipkart, by just writing the specification, you will see recommended product as the search result. How this recommendation engine works? This is just because of machine learning. Similarly, whenever we search for a product on Amazon or Flipkart, then we start getting advertisements for the same product while visiting the same site again. How this is happening? The answer is Google understand the user interest using various machine learning algorithms and suggest the product as per the customer's interest. You can see here, according to Glassdoor, the average salary of a machine learning expert is 7 lakhs per annum. Now moving to the next slide, let's see the roadmap to become an expert in machine learning. First of all, we should know the basic algebra for statistical analysis of data. For coding purpose, we should know at least any programming language between Python or R. For data analysis, we should know some Python libraries like pandas, numpy, matplotlib, etc. To create a ML model, we should know algorithms like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, and many more. To be expert in ML model, we should learn deep learning and natural processing accordingly. Next slide. If we talk about the resources, then many free and paid resources are there where we can learn everything. We can find free courses on YouTube and Geek for Geeks. And there are some paid certification available on platform like Udacity, Udemy, Coding Ninja, Data Camp, etc. That's all about in machine learning. Now I'll request Anurag to make you acquainted with the respective domain.
Yeah, hey everyone, I am Anurag, the competitive programming lead of this club. And for the next few minutes, I will be giving a brief overview of competitive programming. So let's get started. So, what is competitive programming? Often abbreviated as CP, is a mental sport which enables you to code a given problem under provided constraints. In layman terms, provided a given problem statement, you have to code the most optimal solution. So now there are some perks, or we can say benefits, which makes CP worth learning it. It makes you a desirable candidate to major product-based companies, as being better at CP will definitely give you an extra edge over other participants in hiring rounds of companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, etc. It is a guaranteed brain exercise, as coming up with a solution is not a cakewalk. You have to build your solution step by step in order to get to the conclusion. There are lots and lots of prizes for the top rankers in reputed coding competitions. Particularly in CodeSIF, top rankers receive cash prizes, goodies, and sometimes job offers too. So, can I have the next slide, please? So, now if you are really interested to become a competitive programmer and want to ace it, we have made a roadmap for you. The first step is to choose a programming language, preferably C++, as most of the competitive programmers use this language because of its speed. You can also choose Java or Python, as they are equally good for beginners. The second step is to understand the concept of time and space complexity. The next step is to get your hands dirty with data structures and algorithms as they form the core of competitive programming. And then you can solve standard problems from sites like Lead Code, Geeks for Geeks, which contain problems that are directly being asked in the interviews. Now, last but not the least, start participating regularly in coding contests in famous sites like CodeCef, Codeforces, as competing with top programmers all over the world gives you the real thrill of CP. So, next slide, please. So, we have some handpicked resources for you all which could be helpful in your learning phase of competitive programming. So, if you are someone who prefers written tutorials, you can refer to Geeks for Geek blogs as they are written by experienced programmers. You can also refer to Code Forces blogs, but they will contain advanced concepts of CP. And yes, Wikipedia is always there for any coding related stuffs. So, if you are someone who prefers video tutorial over written tutorials, there are some YouTube channels like Pep Coding, Take You Forward, Coding Blocks, Coding Ninjas, which contains lots of CP and DSA related stuffs. DSA means data structures and algorithms. So now if you want everything well organized and well structured and are willing to pay for it, you can also buy CP courses from edtech companies like AlgoZenith, Coding Ninja, Pep Coding, etc. So as the saying goes, the earlier you start working on something, the earlier you will see results. The same goes for competitive programming. Hope you all have got something new to learn from this. That's all from my side. Thanks.
So, after hearing so many things, do you want to meet the members of GDSC CVRGU for the iteration 2021? Okay, next slide. So every year, Google selects one member, like one person from college, where the process is the people apply for GDSC lead and they get selected by Google. And after being selected, they make a group of their own, like core members. It is called core members. So here I have uh, a few core members I'll be showing you. And then here you can see board members, like they are like the top one, like whom usually, you know, reach out to. And then this is Tapashwini Tripathi, Samar Chandra, Amisha Kirti, Naushin Nagar. Next slide, please. And for the non-technical domain, we have Ankit, Dipti, Prince, Ashish, and technical for web, we have Anubhav, Bushra, Shubham, Pratik. And then for Android, we have Amlan, Moitri, Chinmaya. For ML, we have Siddharth Bhaiya, Anikesh, Shashanka. For cyber, we have Subhajit, Ayush, Sandeep. And for CP, we have Anurag and Rahul. Next slide, please. Okay, so let me tell you how GDSC actually works. See, for example, if we have an event coming, so how we actually plan. So see, there's one technical team and then there's non-technical team, and as I already mentioned, faculty advisor. So see, we all are students, we might commit mistakes. So faculty advisor is there to look after us, like if we do not commit any mistakes. And then the technical team, it looks after the technicalities, the technical part, be it the code. For example, if we are organizing any competition, they look after the codes. And then for the non-technical, there is media and creatives, and for the partnerships and programs. So we have people looking for sponsors for our events, because we are students now, we cannot give all our money, so we go out for sponsors. And then media and creatives, what they do, they make posters. So this is how we work. We usually call a weekly sync, where we discuss everything that can be done for our further events. That's exactly how GDSC works. Now you all must be having a question, like how to join. Like I see a lot of questions, how to join GDSC, right? Okay. So Now, the problem is the core member selection for this year is over. It happened around August. But one thing that can be done is like you can join the community chapter. I had provided the link, and again, I will provide you. I am sending it in the chat. Uh, yes, you can refer to this link. You can go to the community page and you can join the chapter, or you can also scan this QR code. And if you are facing any issue, you can tell us now, because after this session, I don't know how, like, if you're not connected to us on Discord, then how will you reach out to us? So, just follow this link. You will see a lot of our social link. Next slide. So the question is, I see a lot of questions. Is GDSC really connected to Google? Okay, I want you all to answer if this is yes or no. Afia Suru says yes. Yes, it is connected to Google because Google only selects the lead and they only provide the events. And just I mentioned there was an event 30 days of Google Cloud, and then Android study jams, an event for ML and web. A lot of events are lined up. Solution challenge. So it is provided by Google and it is authentic, 100% authentic. So now let me show you one more thing. I'm going to share my screen, okay? I'll show you the community platform. Can anyone confirm is my screen is visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay, cool. So like I have like okay, now let me copy this link and provide you all. You can go to this, okay, gdsccommunity.dev. So this is the main website where all the leads, all the chapter members are registered. This is the only place where we register our event. So let me tell you, GDSC is not only restricted to India, it is a worldwide thing. It's not about only Asia. So if you go to this website, you scroll down, you see North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia. So in Asia also these many colleges are there, okay? So and if you want to go for a specific and like event, here you can click, you can go to that event, like if you want to look at an event related to Firebase, you just click here, and then you will see. So AR is there, Android is there. So this is how you can find. And now let me show you our page. So I will just write Bhubaneswar, CVRM Global University, Bhubaneswar. This is our community page. As you can see, we have registered. So before organizing any event, we have to register to show Google that yes, we are organizing event. We have to register here, and this is the details. And now you can see these are the past events. So any event that we organize, we have to register, as I mentioned. And from here onwards, this is for the iteration 2020. These many events were organized. So now I think none of you must be having doubt that this is not authentic. I have shown you enough, and still you guys can have a look at it. Sorry, my bad. I am okay. I'm stopping it. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so let me introduce you to our coming event, that is Wonder with Web. We'll be having it in a coming week. So it will be a 3-day event. So what we'll be doing, we'll be giving you a task. You have to complete it And don't worry, it's for different years. We'll be judging you on the basis of your year. It's not that you will have to compete with third year or fourth year. It's okay if you are in a first year. Just the basics is required. You can go to a YouTube video. Only 1 or 2 hours is required where you can know the basics. So it's better if you start from now. And yes, goodies are there if you win. So I think you all can start from now after listening to this. Okay, next slide, please. Thank you all. And now, if you have any queries related to GDSC, you can put up now. Okay, I'll share you here. You want the Discord link, right? Okay, I'm sharing you the Discord link only. Vikrant, as of now, it's not possible because of the COVID guidelines. It is not permitted in our Google Meet. Also, they don't encourage us to hold offline meets because of COVID, obviously. So I don't think so. We'll be having any offline sessions. Okay, Tripti, for Wonder with Web, you just prepare with basic HTML and CSS. That's all I can say. Katik, I can say within a week. It's going to happen within a week. Tech Electron, as already mentioned, if you want to join as a like community member, you can still join it. But if you want to join to be joined as core member, what you have to do, you have to wait till next year when like new GDSC lead comes. The person, he or her will have her own interview process where the person will recruit. Then you can definitely come. So as of now, what you can do, you can prepare yourself in one domain and then master in that domain, and obviously you can get through the interview process to be the core member. After as I mentioned, if whatever we do, it has been registered on GDSC platform. So once you have joined the chapter now, so whatever event that we'll be organizing, you will receive an email. That's how it works. You will, if you are joined, you will receive an email for our event. So if not, if you missed the email by any chance, if you follow us on our social handles, before any event, we post 2 to 3 posters. So I don't think so you can miss that. And not and if you are joined in our Discord channel also, you can clear your doubts there as well.
Hello. Yes, am I audible?
Yes, Amisha, you're audible.
I see someone called Divakar asking for best YouTube channel recommendation for machine learning domain. Uh, so, so when we want to begin, I suggest you to begin with Andrew Ng's course, and it is not actually free, but the content is free. And other than that, there are YouTube channels like Desk, Data School, and currently Jovian is also a platform where you can learn machine learning. So you can also Google up. There is a site called deeplearning.ai that is also facilitating a lot of ML content. So you must proceed with that.
Okay, Mohit Kumar, there is no eligibility criteria. It's a competition, so you are welcome. Even if you don't know anything, nothing. I know you are in first year. We looked into that. We took it into consideration that you are in first year. That's how we will organize. That's how the competition will be. So even if you know nothing, it's okay. You're welcome. It will be an experience, but again, it will be an yeah, it will be an experience. So Swagat, yes, you are. If you want to join, you can all or any day join as a chapter member. But for the core member, as I mentioned, you have to wait till next year when the new lead will come. I don't know what will be the recruiting process of that new lead. So, but all I can say is master yourself in one domain, then you're good to go. Amisha, you may answer this.
Will AI take over the world? So, the way we are proceeding, I guess it might, but still, AI can't compete humans. And why don't you give it a thought, Vikrant? As per me, I guess it will, but not to all extent, to some extent.
Yeah, yeah. Even I think so because humans are the most intelligent one. Okay, whatever questions you have, you can put now because we will be, closing this soon. It's scary thought.
So, I guess we'll be wrapping up in just 2 minutes. Put forward
Yeah,
your questions soon.
guys, we are here to, solve your queries. So please put forward. Yes, Manu Singh, I'm from CGU. I'm a third year student. I'm a third year CSIT student. Afia, did you join the club? I have sent you the community link. Did you join the community? Did you join the chapter? Okay, then you are the member of this club. Okay, yeah, I think we should wrap it up. And if you have any more queries, you can reach out to us on Discord. That's our official, channel. Okay, then.